It's time for me to teach you a really super important lesson on how to focus with an SLR camera. But as you look through the viewfinder of your camera, you'll notice that you have these 9 boxes spread throughout the camera. There's going to be one in the center, and there's going to be 8 others around the perimeter of that center. Now these are your focusing points, and there is a button in the top right hand corner of your camera. When you're taking a picture, if you're in your creative mode and you push that button, boom, like that, you're going to see a red box light up. And that is what the camera is using as its focus point. Okay? But what if we don't want to have that as our focus point? What if we want one of these other 8 boxes around? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to push this thumb button right here. So we push that thing and it lights up. Okay? And as we rotate our primary selector wheel, we can move our focus point to any of those 9 boxes, and eventually at one point they'll all light up. Okay, when they all light up, that means the camera is going to find, usually it means it's going to try to find the closest object to you and focus on that. That's what that means when they all light up. There are some custom settings in the camera that will allow you to control different ways to select the focus point. But usually you're going to push this button right here and use either the primary selector wheel, the secondary selector wheel, or the joystick. Any of them will normally work. But look at that. If you push it straight down, it'll go to the middle one. That's kind of useful. Okay, cool. Now, one last thing you need to know about the autofocus points is you remember that this is a 2-stop button on the SLR camera. That means the first time you push it down past that first resistance point, okay, so if you're taking it and you're pushing it down halfway, 2 things are going to happen on that first push down. First is that you're going to get focus on something, and the second is that it's going to start metering. If you hold this button down, you can move the camera and it's going to hold both the focus point and the metering. It's very important. Learn to be able to get something in focus and then move the camera and recompose it. This will allow you to get really creative with your focus points and control what's in focus and what isn't. So learn to do that. Learn to select the different points using this thumb wheel on what's in focus and what isn't. And also learn to hold that button down and recompose. Very, very powerful stuff, and I'll show you some examples where this is really quite useful.
If you found this video helpful, you may be interested in my new DVD, Canon 40D Crash Course. It contains over 3 hours of these types of lessons and will get you on the fast track to taking fantastic images. It's only $35 plus shipping and can be ordered from the following link.